Hello everyone, Alex here from Web3 Dubai. I am with Francesco from MetaMask. How are you, man?
All good and good. Enjoying the great Dubai scene with this great conference.
Okay, cool. How's the event? The quality of people, the projects?
I think like it's a great. So we have been here on March for it at Dubai, and this time is also quite it's quite interesting. There is a quite mix of like not just developers, but it's a mix of founder entrepreneurs. So it's I think like the audience is a mix, but also like the talks. Like you have a bunch of different topics, not just about like deployments, securitization, but there is a bunch of like tokenization, investments. So I think it's a mix of topics, and the diversity is it's amazing. We get to speak with a lot of like Indian developers. You have many international people coming from Europe, from US, from South America, and I'm super excited to speak with all those people and enjoy the great Dubai scene and the great weather. Let's say that.
Awesome, super to hear. Look, I actually learned today, so everyone here knows MetaMask, I'm pretty sure, but MetaMask has more cool features than just sending money and having a wallet. What are these?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, obviously everybody know MetaMask, but a lot of people. I will say let's do one step back. Let's speak about developer tooling for MetaMask and end user tooling, right? On the end user side, you have a bunch of features that you see on your extension and mobile wallet, similar to like swaps. You can basically like buy crypto with fiat on ramp with your credit card. You have a bunch of things. You can do a portfolio tracking with NFT that you have. But then you have also this other side for developers. There are three main pillars that we use also to speak about. Like one, obviously, are the mobile SDK. We speak about also like the API, the DApp API, and then most important is snaps. And this literally is an open, an open library of community-built extensions on top of your MetaMask that you can enhance the functionality of your MetaMask. And we're super excited about this.
Me as well, to be honest, because there's two cool ideas. The first one is chat. So imagine you could chat easily without having to send data encrypted to another address, right? How these whales maybe were speaking with each other and whatnot. That would be super cool. And another one, for example, would be to kind of turn MetaMask into news, or you could display memes or whatever, when you log in the first time, start your day in a good mood. So there's tons of very cool stuff that can be done.
Especially I want to touch on one point that you mentioned about notification and chat. One big use case of snaps is basically being notified. So basically, if you're building like a snap that is aware about notification, any event trigger, think about like gas fee tracker, think about like notifying you when you receive your money. Those notifications are appearing directly natively on your operation system. So I think this is cool. There is also other use case on snaps. There are also non-EVM compatible snaps. So think about having your Bitcoin in MetaMask, everything that is non-EVM. We already built like the BTC snap, the Filecoin snap. It's quite interesting.
So recently with the FTX events, people have been moving away from centralized exchanges to DeFi, which is very good, self-custody. But they've been purchasing ledgers and Trezor wallets and everything. How does MetaMask as a hot wallet compare security-wise? Because everyone needs to feel safe, and it is a responsibility when you have your own keys. So what would you tell these guys?
Yeah, so basically, like I can say something. So MetaMask is an open source, non-custodial wallet. So the responsibility of the users is exactly how to manage and being self-educated on how to basically manage his private keys. So with that, MetaMask, yes, it's safe, but you cannot be safe enough. Like at the end of the day, like the users, especially in a non-custodial wallet environment, the users is the one that need to be aware about, non-phishing attacks. You need to be trying to understand, okay, how I can use and optimize, basically de-risk myself as possible. One recommendation I'm always telling like people is, for example, have different MetaMask wallet for specific use case. Don't use the same for airdrop airdrops, don't use the same like for making your payment. Use cold wallets in the same time with MetaMask for storing your safe assets.
What is the ultimate vision of MetaMask? For example, we know Binance, they want to be the Google of crypto. They're offering so many services for free, just like Google is doing. They want to be everywhere. With MetaMask, you're starting to offer many more services as well, allowing developers to build on top. So I guess that's just the first step. What do you envision maybe in like 5 years, 10 years?
I mean, obviously, like the big vision. I mean, our co-founders can speak about that, but I will say, on my side, the big vision is that giving power back to the community, having people building not just snaps but tooling around our ecosystem to empower end users. And today, for example, I remember back in the days that we had this Simon phone. You know, like the power, and everybody's building those Simons every time. We see multiple wallets all the time that are doing the same features. What we should also concentrate ourselves is trying to put ourselves in the shoes, hey, which features do we need to build on top of things? It's like basically what's happening with rollups and layer 2s. Like when you have a solid infrastructure, you can build on top of that. So I think like the vision here is giving power back to the community, being extremely transparent to the end users, and transparency, self-custodian ownership, and also like being part. Consensus is not just MetaMask, right? You have a set tool of developer tooling, but also like an ecosystem of visionaries pioneering the decentralized world.
Francesco, thank you so much. Download MetaMask if you haven't. For me, it's the best wallet. You know, this is not paid or whatever. Be careful though. Do not go to MetaMask to whatever. There are lots of scams with Google ads and everything. You need to be careful. You need to be informed, as Francesco mentions. But if you do things right, it allows you to have self-custody for the first time in the world. Be your own bank and live life as you will.
Awesome. Thank you so much. It's a pleasure, and hope to see you again in ETH Dubai next year.
All right, good.